talking that shit again. Question me about.
So I've already done my foundation. If you want to see a routine on that, then leave a comment. So I'm going to start off with the Urban Decay Prime Potion. This is just the original. I'm going to put that everywhere. I'm going to be putting eyeshadow. So all over the lid, the brow bone, and also a little bit under the lash line. I'm going to repeat that for the other eye. If you're using such strong eyeshadows and you really want an intense smoky look, then I really suggest using a primer. It'll just make the colours last all day and not crease, and make the colours look a bit more vibrant as well. So the first colour I'm going to use, I think I'm going to be using a mixture between the Naked 1 palette and also the Vice 2, because these have got really nice golds in. So I think I'm going to be using Half Baked from the Naked 1. I'm just going to apply that all over my lid. Just going to pack it on. I want this look to be really intense, and so you can see the gold a lot. That's why I'm going to be applying 2, just to make them stand out. So you're just going to put that all over the lid. And then the same again for the other eye. So now I've done that gold, I'm going to take the gold from the Vice 2 palette, which is Strike. Can you see that there? And I'm also just going to apply that on top of that one, just to make it, because this one's kind of a bit, it's not as bright, but it's just like a kind of different gold shade, which I think just looks nice together. Right, I'm then going to take Rewind out of the Vice 2 palette as well, just this one here. I'm just going to put that in my crease, just to use as a transition shade. You just want to keep blending that out so it looks not too harsh. You don't want a harsh line in it. You just want to be blending it up as well to your brow bone. It's not too high, but just enough. So the next colour I'm going to take is going to be from the Naked Basics palette, and I'm going to be using the matte black, which is called Crave. This is a very pigmented colour, so you've got to be very careful when you're using this, because it will just go everywhere. I'm just going to put this in the outer V of my eye, and then I'm going to be blending that out. It doesn't matter if you're too messy. I'm just going to, if I get any fallout on my cheek, I'll just correct that with concealer later. You're just going to look like that. If you do want a real crisp line, you can just get something straight or tissue or anything, just put it at the side here and then you get a perfect straight line, but I'm not too bothered about that. I'll just straighten up when I go back in with concealer. So now that's done, I'm going to go back in with the blending brush and just make sure there's no harsh lines. I'm not going to blend it too much because I still want the black to be very dark and just dark. So then I'm going to, I think I'm going to apply, I want quite a strong look, so I think I'm gonna, not too much, but the Shell Shock here in the Vice 2 palette, if you can see, it's a silver one. I'm just gonna be putting it a little bit in my tear duct, just so it's like quite a striking look here. Don't want it to be too much because you've got the gold and then silver, it's not gonna look too nice if you do too much, just a little bit. I think it just really makes your eyes pop when you do this. And then for highlight on my brow bone, I think I'm just going to go back to the Naked Basics palette and use the colour Venus. It's just this white shade here. I'm just going to be applying that on the brow bone. Like that. Then I'm going to curl my eyelashes because I'm not going to be putting any eyelashes on today. I'm just going to keep, I want it like really dramatic, but I don't want to go over the top and put eyelashes on today. I'm just going to use mascara. So I'm going to curl my eyelashes first. It's really important if you're not going to be wearing eyelashes to curl your lashes, your natural lashes, so you can make them as long as possible. So after I've done that, I'm just going to be applying some eyeliner on waterline. I'm just going to be using the NYX Jumbo pencil in Black Bean. I always manage to get that everywhere. So then I'm going to put a gel liner on the top of my lash line. I don't know where the brush, my brush is, so I'm just going to use the one that it came with. And I'm just going to be putting that here. Hard when you use it. Right, so now that's done. By the way, that's just the NYX gel liner. So now I'm gonna just do the bottom lash line. I'm just gonna use the gold from the Naked palette, just the same one I used on my lid, the Half Baked, and I'm just gonna put that on my bottom lash line. Just a little bit, just in the corner and towards the middle. And when it gets a bit to the middle, well, I don't know really that. I think I'm just going to be using some of this dark horse as well in the middle of my bottom lash line because I kind of want it to fade out from light to dark towards the end. Now I'm going to be taking the Crave again from the Naked Basics and just be putting that on the outer part of my eye. And just to blend in a little bit. Just a bit like that. the next thing I'm going to be putting on is mascara. I'm going to be using 2 mascaras, one for thickness and one for just to make my eyelashes look longer, because I don't feel like I get a mascara that does that bit. So the first one I'm going to be using is the Rimmel Scandalised Retro Glam. I'm just going to put in a coat of that on my eye. What you want to do is get it from, if you're not going to be wearing lashes, get your brush right to the root of your lash and wiggle all of them. That way you can get as much mascara on each individual lash as possible. And you also want to go on top. If you want thick lashes, I always do it on top as well. I'm just going to let that set for a minute and do the other eye. Then I'm going to go in with the Rimmel Lash Accelerator Endless, and this is just to comb all of them lashes up. As well, if you want to make your lashes look longer, don't comb them to the side, because that just doesn't work. You got to comb them straight right up to your brow bone. And keep wiggling your lashes as well. Alright, so this eye always pays me up. I feel like everyone gets a bad eye where the lashes just don't work. This one. Right, so now I've done that, I am going to do the bottom ones while I wait for them to dry a little bit, because I'm going to go back in with the one to make them thicker. I'm just going to do the bottom ones. Some people don't like to do the bottom lashes, but I do. I think it makes your eyes look a bit nicer, a bit more girly. Ignore my dog if you can hear him. Right, so I'm going to go back in with this one again, just to make them look a bit thicker, because I do like big lashes. I'm not going to be wearing false ones. I'm just going to kind of flicking it on it, just to kind of create some thickness. Yeah, I hate this eye. I'm going to go back and encode this one real quick. So now that's done, what do I need to do now? I need to do my eyebrows, I suppose. I've run out of my eye stuff, my eyebrow kit that I usually use, so I'm just going to be applying some brown shadow, just to make them look a bit better. I'm not going to be going over the top of them either. My eyebrows are already so thick and dark that I don't really do that much to them. will be repurchasing the brow stuff I do use, so if you want to see how I do them, let me know. But today I'm just not going to bother. So I'm going to finish off the rest of my face, my contour, my blush, everything else, and then I'll get back to you and show you the final result. So this is the finished result, if you can see. It's just perfect if you go on a night out and you don't want it to be over the top with the lashes and everything else, so I thought I would put that up for you. Sorry if it was a bit long as well, because I was just going to do the one eye, have one eye done and then, you know, do the other eye, but I will do that next time because I realise it might be a bit long. So yeah, if you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. And if you've got any other ideas that you want me to put up, it can be anything from hair, makeup, nails, anything. Yeah, just put a comment in the down thing. Yeah, and thank you for watching. See you in my next video. Bye bye.
Yeah.